I'm Tori.
And this is our 2004 Toyota Hiace 3-litre diesel.
Just to share a little bit about us, we've been dating for like nearly 4 years, and from probably 6 months in, we decided we wanted to get a van and travel Australia. We've already travelled the East Coast, and we did that last year, so 2018. We did that for about 4 months. This year we're heading through Northern Territory, Western Australia and South Australia. Thought we'll take you through our van to give it a tour. It's pretty basic, but we've got a couple of different things that we want to show you.
So as you can see, I've done all of this build myself. The part that I didn't do was all the electrical work except for the solar. I did that purely for the fact of insurance and insurance companies covering you for a motorhome. So unfortunately we haven't had a lot of luck with insurance, as a fact we're under 25. Also we don't have a fixed sink, so they sort of don't really want to know about it, and the only companies that would cover us won't cover us unless we are 25. So I'm 22, Tori's 22, so we're not having a lot of luck. Over this side we've got spotted gum bench top, which I built myself. Underneath the bench top is our 38-litre Engel fridge. So inside here we have not a lot, just a lot of necessities, beer, that's it. So that's that one, that closes up, that comes down. Up the top here we have a 12-volt two-way fan. So basically the hatch winds up and you turn it on. You can either suck air in or blow air out. It's awesome for those hot nights, just to get the hot air out of the van. We've got our bed. I've made it just big enough that I can fit inside it. Underneath we have a lot of storage. So we have our board for our kitchen, lot of extra storage. I've got a tub under there for all my clothes. Underneath this side of the bed we have two 100 amp hour AGM batteries, all charged from the sun. We have a 250 watt solar panel on the roof. Over here we have a 20 amp solar regulator. We have a 600 watt pure sine wave inverter. We have a VSR over here which comes from the alternator through to the batteries. Once that's charged, it cuts off. As soon as the car turns off, it cuts off and goes to the solar panel. Up here we've got our toiletry cupboard. So that's got basically everything we need. It's got shampoos, soaps, all that jazz. Sort of thought we'd keep it away behind here so we don't have to see it and take up unnecessary space. So that clicks back in there. Also, just like the front bench, I made this one myself. This is also spotted gum. Underneath here is all of Tori's clothes storage, which is actually quite empty at the moment because we're not currently living in the van. But yeah, basically all her clothes fit straight in here, nice and easy for her to get under. In the future I'm gonna connect some LED strip lights underneath because it's a bit hard for her to look for her clothes because it's a bit dark in there, so she gets a little bit frustrated with that. All little spotted gum details up here. We originally wanted to put some plants in here and whatnot, but we've sort of been pretty useless with that for the fact that we don't have a lot in there. We needed drawer storage in our van, so we decided to only go for 3 drawers instead of taking up the whole area where the fridge would have been and possibly having the fridge under the bed. The top drawer is basically what I think everybody needs is a junk drawer. You know, all miscellaneous crap which is basically completely unorganised, and you just scounge through it. The two underneath that are food drawers. So that one's a medium sized one and that's our big drawer in the bottom. So they slide out all the way and that's for all our food and everything like that. Up the top we have sugar, tea, coffee and tea, which is currently nothing in because we're using it inside the house. Up here, which is basically my favourite part of the van, is our Western red cedar lining boards. Now this was something that I had to do from day one. This is the one thing that I wanted and the one thing I was going to stick to, and we've had nothing but compliments with that. So over here we basically have our power bank. We have 2 double power points. We went over the top a little bit with these, so we didn't really need 2, but we went with it anyway. Better to have too much than not enough. They are connected to our inverter. Over here we have 12 volt sockets, USB sockets, and over here is our little monitor to check how our batteries are doing, basically through our inverter. So that'll say our batteries at the moment are 12.9 volts, which is basically 100%. We'll take a look outside.
So we decided to show you the back. This is our kitchen. So it's pretty basic, but this slides out. Got our double burner cooker, got all of our cups, cutlery, plates, gas bottle, everything like that, all our utensils and stuff for cooking. Under here we've got a drawer with all our pots and pans, a little axe on a hook, kettle, rugs, extra space there. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. But this is pretty good. Slides in, slides out. We've got a gas bottle on the roof, and we just bring that down, and we've got the blackboard that you saw underneath earlier. That goes on top. Easy as. And this is the best part.
Which in the future we're going to make a little bit bigger, because at the moment it's a little bit small.
Just another small detail, which is like this little vent in the side here. When we open this and have the fan on, which is up there, it actually sucks air on the inside. So it's one of those things that you need to have if you're going like Northern Territory, hot areas, anything like that, because you need any sort of coolness. This opens up just like that, which is pretty easy. Juzzy made that, which I don't know how, but he did.
So up the top here we have a gas bottle holder. We've got a nice big table, 42-inch light bar. We've got our solar shower that holds about 40 litres of water, all warmed by the sun. And over here we have our big cargo case. This basically holds all of our stuff. Chainsaw goes over here. That's air compressor, recovery tracks, snatch strap, spanners, jack, and I've got also an extra little toolbox that goes in there. So that basically holds all that extra stuff that you don't want to carry inside the van. Now up the top here we've got a 250 watt solar panel. That puts in about 9 amps per hour in peak sun, which is absolutely sensational on those good sunny days. And we have a bag underneath, waterproof bag, that has our 2 camp chairs in it. So we don't have to carry that inside the van, and we can basically just keep it out of the way, and yeah, not wet. So that's our roof setup. So this is another look at our shower. I've got a ball valve up here which we connect a hose to, and basically can just stand behind the van and get a full shower. So this is our cockpit, pretty basic inside. Nice couple of dangly pieces, couple of feathers, some gems, couple of feathers on the roof as we're collecting as we go. A little hat holder on the back. Got our UHF. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's nice and cozy.